be Filipino. There's so many reasons to be proud that we are Filipinos, and I'll introduce you to one of them right about now. Today on the show, let us all meet Carmen, who used to be also Kim on Miss Saigon, and this was Miss Saigon in Canada, right?
Yes, this was years and years ago.
No, tell us about that. We're so proud. There's so many Kims. There's so many Filipinos, aside from Leah, of course, which is, you know, the most celebrated. But,
of course,
you know, there's so many other different productions, and a lot of the Kims, actually, a lot of Filipinos landed that role, no?
Well, I mean, there weren't many other roles for Filipinos to play, and, you know, we are so good at performing and singing, and, you know, I was 18 when I did it, so that was years and years ago. I'm not going to tell you how many years, but it was a long time ago. I was a Kim understudy, and I played it a lot in Toronto, and that's where I met most of my Filipino creative family.
But you weren't born there, were you?
No, I was born here in San Francisco.
Okay, and then, but you, at an early age, or what age did you know that you wanted to be a performer?
When I wanted to be a performer, I was probably in my teens when I had to be a performer. You know, of course, the family always makes you sing and stuff like that. That started very early.
Right. Did you have formal training?
Yes, I did. I did after I first auditioned for Miss Saigon when I was 16, and they told me I was a little too young, so I pursued training, and they brought me back when I was 18.
Wow, congratulations. That must have been a very good, great, amazing experience for you.
Well, it was a weird and very fortuitous intro into show business to have that be my first job ever.
And what's nice about Carmen, guys, is that from a performer, she's now also working behind the scenes, very creative, and it's actually the reason why you're here to talk to us about Prison Dancer.
Yes.
Yes. I first heard about Prison Dancer with all the Michael Jackson rage from the inmates in Cebu. I'm guessing is that somehow related, maybe?
Yes, absolutely. So Prison Dancer is what we're calling a transmedia musical. And first of all, it was inspired but not based on the Dancing Inmates of Cebu viral video phenomenon on YouTube, where all of those Cebu inmates, you know, got together and they filmed these amazing, like thousands of them dancing and stuff like that. So inspired by that, my creative partner and best friend, who I met when I was doing Miss Saigon over 18 years ago, decided, you know, this would be a great story, not just to tell, you know, a uniquely Filipino story where Filipinos can play Filipinos, but, you know, it already has music and dancing as part of it. So we took that inspiration and we created kind of an alternative origin story, a different universe. Like, this is a different way it could have come about. And at first we had it as a stage musical, and that was workshopped in Toronto twice in theater musicals. And then after that, we attracted the interest of a producer who works in digital media. And she said, that's Anna Serrano. She's our producer and our transmedia goddess. And she actually was the one who suggested this should be a web series because, you know, this is something that's born of the web. And, you know, it would be great to see this on the web in different webisodes. So we took the stage musical and we adapted it for the web. So now it's a 12-episode web series that you can watch on YouTube.
And that is very smart because actually that Inmates video, not the one that we were showing you, but from Cebu, it's really something that attracted the interest of a lot of people, not just Filipinos.
Oh, absolutely.
And from that, you formed this web series. Let's take a look at some of the samples.
I can change the world that I'm living.
There's singing, there's dancing. What is the storyline?
Well, the storyline is basically, we took it from the point of view of the prisoners. So, for example, in our version, you know, there's the warden who wants to get everybody marching to instill discipline and order, but it is the prisoners themselves who kind of break the line and say, you know, the marching is too boring. We want to dance, and they start dancing, and he gets into it, and he uploads it as a viral video. It explodes all over the internet, and then becomes the prison dancing phenomenon, and he wants more and more. So it's really about how the lives of 6, well, in the web series it's 6, and in the stage musical it's 8 prisoners, and how their lives were changed by this phenomenon and this rehabilitation process through dancing.
And now that you mentioned it, there is the web series that's done, finished. We can
Yes,
see it.
and
Where can we catch it?
YouTube.com/PrisonDancer, or you can go to PrisonDancer.com. We've rolled out 8 of the 12 episodes already, so you can go watch episodes 1 to 8. We'll be launching the rest of them in the next couple months.
And then there's more, because it's not just a web series now. Your original plan for this
Yes.
is coming true, because now this is actually in production to be performed in New York.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're going to be talking about that very soon. Also talk about where can we catch it, when in New York, and all that. All right?
Absolutely. Thank
We'll
you.
give you more details when we return on the show. Don't go away.